Hey guys, this is GJBricks with a review of the new LEGO City Hospital set number 60204. This is a set that was rumoured back in January to exist and then officially announced in April, and here it is. Came out in June and I think it was worth the wait personally. LEGO hasn't done a hospital for a good few years. The last one they did, it didn't really look like a hospital in my opinion. It was more like a sort of rescue centre than a hospital. This is a proper hospital. This is the most proper hospital LEGO has ever done in my opinion. I think they've done a great job and I'm going to talk you through some of the features now. This is everything in the set laid out to start with, so you can see you get a good number of LEGO figures with that, including the baby and a wheelchair figure. There's some pieces I haven't personally seen before, but they may have existed before, like this character here has a bandage, but we'll go through that one in a bit more detail in a minute. We've got a helicopter. LEGO does a lot of helicopters. That's a good helicopter. We'll come to that as well. There's an ambulance and this 3-story creator building. So I'm going to start by just talking you through the building itself first as the centerpiece, and then I'm going to move on to the vehicles and then the minifigures. So as you may or may not know, this city is built on the principle of the creator set, so it's modular. It's a 3-story building, makes everything very accessible, and I'll start off by taking off the top floor to show you how that looks. So let's start off with the lid first. Now, it's a very unexciting lid. It's got an aerial and an air conditioning unit and no helipad, which is an interesting point. Not sure why the helipad is detached the way it is. I don't know if they just didn't want to make the footprint bigger, but its roof, it's not very exciting. Not having a helipad was the most exciting thing I could say about the roof. Moving to the next layer, we'll look at it from the front first. So let's just check you can see that properly in the camera. Let's move that. There we go. It's better. So this is the top floor looking in from the window. We can see this is actually a nursery slash recovery room. We've got the hospital sign on the outside here. I will flag one thing, which is the color of the sticker. I'll put that down as, I don't know why they can't get the colors right. That's actually something that happened on another set recently where they'd done a print and the minifigure's arm didn't match the print that it was supposed to match by a lot. So I don't know why LEGO's having so much trouble getting their stickers right, but otherwise they're very good stickers. You've got the medical symbol and you've got a hospital sign, and very well printed. It's just the color is completely wrong. Inside here we've got a, let's see if we can get a good focus on that. We've got this beautiful nursery wall here. I think that's a lovely print. The jellyfish, the pufferfish, there's Nemo in there, there's all sorts. It's a great little print. We've got the recovery stretcher here with the heartbeat going on. So this could be for a mum who's just given birth, or for someone like the miner we saw just now who's going to get injured. We've got a couple of accessories here as well. They look like the different types of ventilators and gas they have in hospitals typically. And then on this side, not particularly exciting, we've got this little baby carrier, so you can see there with a bottle and everything. We've got the stretcher there. Yeah, there's not a lot else to say about this. It's got this sort of cool little light feature up here on a mechanism, so you can move it around and play with that. So let's put that one aside and get the next level off. I'll start off with the back here. So this is the optician's room. Great little build, isolated little room that you can take away on its own. We've got the words, "If you can read this, you have good vision." So some nice little fun jokes going on there from LEGO. We've got again the articulated eye checking piece, so the minifigures can stand on this plate and get their eyes checked properly. It's a very attractive little room. There's quite a lot in there really. When you put the minifigures there, it becomes very, very busy. Now this is the showpiece room of the whole set. So let's pull this one down. Now from this side, it looks a lot like a sort of laboratory testing area, and it's about right, it is a laboratory testing area. If we look at it from this side here, we have a microscope and needle going on there. Looks like there's something in the Petri dish there, so they're obviously checking something. We've got a skeleton in the corner. We've got a weird looking contraption here. And we have a blank wall on this side. So, what is going on here? This is a rather cool feature of this set. Let's try and get this nicely in focus so I can show you it in its full glory. My eldest daughter was so enthusiastic with it. So each of these is a little miniature X-ray. Let's see if my camera will focus on that. Too close, come on. No, it's not going to focus on it, I'm afraid. Oh, there we go. Need to focus on a different bit. So you can see there's like a little rib cage there, but what happens if we put it in here like so, through the magic of a light brick, we get an X-ray. Isn't that awesome? I love that feature. Such a little detail, but so much fun. So we've got the internals of a minifigure there. You can see he's got a very clearly broken rib down there. If we move on to the next one and put that one back where it came from, and we'll pull the next one out. I do like the way they've made them stack like this as well. Very simple, just on a 2x1 piece, so they're easy to remove. Alright, let's see what's on this one. Oh, that is one problem with this I have found, is if you push a bit too hard it does come away a bit too easily. There we go, there is a Lego figure hand. And last but not least, we have the best one of the lot in my opinion. Kudos to the printing guys on this one, because it is a good looking print. The insides of a Lego figure, look at that, with a cherry in his tummy and everything. Great little feature, that one. Hours and hours of fun to be had there. I do like the way they have done that one. And last and by no means least, we have the ground floor. Now I will show you one thing that I didn't realise is it's got this nice sliding door at the front. So this is the main entrance. We can see parking's around this side, broken bones that way, optometry is to the right, that's correct, information straight ahead, and baby delivery is back out the door apparently. So this is the emergency ambulance entry. There's not a lot to talk about really on this, it's just a walkie-talkie. The stickers are pretty good, we've got some faux lights up here. We've got this rather nifty little cleaning trolley, well sorry, not a cleaning trolley, medical trolley, with a, again, syringe, oxygen, some red stuff on the top that looks a bit serious, and scissors so we can mend the little figures when they come in. Over here we've just got a small computer screen here. Actually is, I don't know if it's meant to be detachable, but it does come away very easily, so I'm going to go with it is actually designed to be moved around. And just a seat at the back there, and then down the back here, a bit hard to take a proper picture of, but we've got a little coffee shop, cafe type thing. Let's see if we can get in from the top here properly. Not really so good. You can see a couple of tiles printed there. Now I did discover one thing which you'll notice when I show you this in my city later on, is that is quite close to the edge. So if you put anything next to this set, you can't really access this because there is literally no way to come into it from this side other than from the back. So yeah, that's that. So that's talking through all the layers, put them back together so you get one more look at it. Good set of features in there. I think a couple of the rooms could possibly be slightly more detailed. Like this one is, there's a lot going on, but it still feels slightly sparse in my opinion. I might be wrong, let me know what you think. But yeah, I just feel like there could be a little bit more in a few places. But it's a great building and there's a lot of opportunity. I've got a few things I've got lined up to change this, but I like it. So next up, I'm going to go through the ambulance. And here it is. Lego has done ambulances for a very long time. I actually saw one come up recently from the original hospital set. Actually, the original hospital set, I was very tempted to buy it purely so I could compare it to this hospital. Still might one day, but for now I haven't. But I think you will agree with me, that is a beautiful looking ambulance. That has got so much happening with the way the front is designed. We've got this nice big roof. The driver's got a heap of space in there. It's got attractive stickers on there, which I think really add to the vehicle. There's nothing wrong with the stickers on this at all. There was, I mean, you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these window ones here were a bit of a pain to put on, I'll be honest. Luckily I read the trick about using Windex, so thank you to Lego for putting that on your support page. We've got this nice big ambulance sticker on the back, and then again the same on this side, wing mirrors. It's a good looking set. Open up the back here, so we've got good access into the vehicle. Let's just pop that up. Inside here you'll find a couple of Lego figure accessories and a stretcher, so that just slides in nicely there. Oh, and slides out again too, as you can see. Let's hope that the doors close before it moves. So yeah, I think that is a brilliant looking ambulance. Next up, we're going to do the helicopter. Lego does a lot of helicopters. I think we're all in agreement. Lego's pretty good at helicopters. They have good days, they have bad days. I think this is a sort of fairly average filler set helicopter. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just nothing particularly amazing about it, but it's small, it fits the set, it works well, it gives you a few extra things. Now, it would have been nice to have an additional stretcher on there, but I do believe if you try and attach this, you can attach this to the side of the helicopter, which is, you know, not the end of the world, although that would be a pretty uncomfortable way to be traveling on a helicopter with no protection from the helicopter blades, but it works. So good that they've given you that option. So I'll just put that away. There's not really a lot to write home about on this helicopter. I'm sorry, I'm trying, but there's really just a helicopter. There's a little container here with some, looks like probably meant to be a blood donation. Yeah, it's not as much going on as there was in, say, the Jurassic World helicopter recently. That was a great helicopter. Now, one thing I will say is about this helicopter pad, as I mentioned just now, it's a separate unit. I don't know why they didn't try and attach it somewhere. Maybe they just felt it made it too busy. I don't know. You know, I mean, you could attach it to the roof. There is, you know, there is the opportunity to perhaps remove some of this and put it up there, or maybe extend it out or whatever. I am going to figure out a way to put that helicopter pad on this properly, because I don't like the fact that it's separate. But yeah, it's a helicopter pad. I can't really say a lot of good about that. It just does the job, except it's not attached to the building. So that covers the vehicles. The ambulance, I'm going to put the ambulance back. I just, look at that. How good is that vehicle? That is cracking ambulance. Said it again, I can't stop saying it. I love that car. It goes so well with this set. I hope we see some more vehicles like that from Lego. It's brilliant. So going through the minifigures, these are the doctor / medical facility people we get with it. Starting from the left, I believe this one works in the cafe / information area downstairs. These two are doctors working on the various floors. Let's hope that this one's not the one delivering babies, because he's got a bit of a concerning look on his face. And then we've got this lovely doctor lady over here. Got some brilliant hair pieces going on. They're very varied. I love how much selection is in this set, and the prints on each of the figures, let's get that in nice and close, is just exceptional. Look how good those are. Even got the labels printed on here. We've got the little pens in there. They've got stethoscopes. Around the back, not a lot to write home about. Just finishing off their outfits with the creases. So the worker from downstairs actually has the best looking of the outfits from the back, but the colours are great. The figures are great. None of them are two-sided, so I'm not sure if I'm disappointed about that or not, but given how many figures you get in this. But those are the doctors, and next up we'll do the ambulance worker. Next up we've got the ambulance driver, the helicopter pilot, and the mining guy who gets injured and taken away in the ambulance. Again, great printing on the outfits. The ambulance driver gets one of these two-piece molded with the helmet and the hair around the back. They've all got really good prints on the back, so guessing this one's from the mining sets. I'm guessing because I don't have any of the mining sets. Feel free to correct me. And again, similar good face pieces. This guy here actually comes with a couple of extra pieces, including a head bandage, so I'm guessing he's had a big knock on the head, and this is what he's been given. So yep, poor guy. He's there to be healed. Next up, we've got a couple of visitors to the hospital. We seem to have a grown-up Harry Potter on the right there. Looks pretty close in my books. He's there to see the optician, hence the big glasses and the slightly troubled look. We've got this guy here who has the flowers. I'm guessing he's coming to visit the mum who has just given birth to his baby. And here is another hospital visitor. Not sure where she fits in. I think she's actually meant to be the mum. So good prints again on all those faces. Great variety. Look at those hair pieces. There's just so many in this set. It's awesome. Round the back, really nothing to write home about. The lady has a nice print on the back of hers. His is just finished off with a collar and a seam at the bottom there. Yep, nothing really to write home about. Now, we do also have, in the visitor section of this, an interesting little pram they've built. I haven't checked, and I should have. This has been done before, but it's a fun little build. Not a lot to say about it, but the little baby figure fits perfectly. Now, I do know that the baby figure that's included with this set has addressed a slight issue with the last one, in that the neck is a lot smaller than in the last one, which apparently a lot of people thought was a bit odd. It had a sort of giraffe neck, so that has been addressed. And the final figure I'm going to show you is the painter decorator who's fallen off his ladder and injured himself and sprained his wrist. He's got this little wrist piece here. I haven't seen that before. Again, if I've seen that somewhere else, let me know. I haven't seen it, but yep, there's the wheelchair again. So got a few of those around now. Good looking little setup there. Works well with the set. So those are the mini. So to wrap this review up, I've tried to set a few scenes up in the hospital, and I'll give you my good, my average, and a few things I wasn't happy with, and also what I'm planning to do to improve this set. So let's start with the good. It is a hospital worthy of the name hospital. It is brilliant looking set. It has a lot going on. There's so much detail in it. I love the creator stuff is creeping into this. It works really well. I think it's a really good looking set personally. I think Lego has done a great job of cramming a lot into this building. It is a city set, not a creator set. We have to remember that. And they've done a really good job of combining the two things. The ambulance is amazing. You probably guessed from the way I spoke about it just now. The ambulance is awesome. It's a good vehicle. That is a spectacular thing. I think that X-ray machine is such a brilliantly executed idea in here. I think that works so very well. Great playability, great use of the light brick. Excellent thing. The modular approach, as I said, I think is excellent. I think the way it all comes apart, it gives you a good opportunity to increase this. You can make it taller. You can add some more stuff out the back. It's just, gives a really good way to enhance this set, as well as giving a ton of playability to get into each of these rooms. I think it's a very good, sensible decision, and I hope Lego rolls that out into the rest of the city sets. And yeah, the middle floor, look at how much is going on there. So I've got the guy doing the eye test over here. I've got a girl using the microscope to check that sample. We've got the X-ray machine. There is a lot going on in that floor. I think that's really good. The average, let's do the average. The helicopter is not the most exciting. It's a good helicopter. It does the job. It's just the helicopter though. The top floor, I think, I don't know, for me, when you see it filled like that, it's much better, but I still feel like it's a little bit thin. It could have a bit more, something's missing from it, I think is my problem. I don't know what it is, but something's missing. I'd love to know if you think the same thing as me or if I'm just being picky. One thing I didn't show when I did the review just now as well is the stretcher actually isn't attached properly. That actually unclips as well. So again, sort of a nice little play feature to be able to do that. And we've got the mum and the baby in there this time. Yeah, I think there could have been a little bit more furniture in a few places. Although that being said, now I filled it up with every figure. That's less so. There isn't actually room for any more furniture, so I will retract that particular thing, but I do think there could be more furniture in there. I think there is an opportunity to do a few things. I'm going to add one thing to my average. This trolley is a good idea, but it's so unstable. See, it just falls over so easily. So that could be slightly better. And now the things I wasn't happy about. As I mentioned, the sticker colour is not right. It is a different colour red to the bricks. Don't know why they couldn't match that, but it doesn't match. I'm not happy about that one. The separate helipad, it's not the end of the world, but it just feels like, I don't know why they didn't put it on the roof or make it another little modular unit that perhaps sits on here. I don't know. They've gone with this railing to walk around here, but there could have been another unit here where the helicopter sits. Personally, that's it. But you know what? Minor details. Personally, I think this is a very good set. I hope I've covered off every detail you wanted to know about the set. There is a lot in it. There's good figures. Vehicles are good. I've given the helicopter some bad comments, but it's a good helicopter. If you don't have a helicopter, it's a good helicopter. It does the job. The ambulance is exceptional. The building is exceptional. I will say a couple of things I'm going to do to improve this set is I'm actually planning to add a lift onto the back. Yet to decide how. On this side, probably I'm going to add a lift in, similar to the way they did the one in Ninjago City, so you can actually remove it. I'm thinking to maybe make a couple of these rooms a bit bigger and use some of this space out here. I think it could be, I've got a couple of my friends on YouTube who are saying they're going to get 2 of these sets and combine them and build the big rooms that way. It's a good idea. I'm not going to spend that much money unless I win the lottery. If anyone wants to give me a lottery ticket, feel free. Just kidding. I think the entrances they're okay. They're okay. They're not as good as they could be. I do think I want to make this entrance here, particularly where the ambulance is, probably more of a covered approach. I think, and I also was considering if it's possible to make those modular themselves, like Lego has done on some other sets, so we can actually take the entrance off and put it on the side and change that around a bit. Might be going too far with that one, I don't know. And I'm going to make one suggestion that Small Brick City did a build on it this week. A couple of other people have actually brought up this topic as well about, it's missing from a lot of Lego buildings, the toilet. There isn't a toilet. So I'm going to add one of those too. Anyway, really hope you enjoyed my review. It's a longer review than I usually do, but there's so much going on. I love this set. I love everything about it, apart from those few small gripes, which to me really don't matter that much, but I had to find something bad to say. If you like it, go and get it. Save up for it. You won't regret it. It works. And stay tuned for another video I'm going to be uploading where I'm going to show it just in my city, just a small city update where I've attached it to one of my modulars just to show how it could possibly work. So stay tuned for that, and be sure to subscribe and comment on this video. Thanks for watching, guys.